Hi, I'm Janet Myatt, author of The Divine Journey. My book takes us on a journey of discovering the divine within. There is an aspect of divine intelligence and loving presence that exists within all of us. This aspect sits outside of our stories, it sits outside of our pain and suffering, and it leads us back home again. It leads us to a way of living that is joyful, peaceful, and serene. I was inspired to write this book after a series of revelations began to occur to me over time. After a lifetime of spiritual study and training, I began to receive responses to many of the questions that I had been pondering for much of my life. So the first order of the day was to see if any of this stuff was useful. And for myself, I found that yes, it led to really a tremendous shift in the way I was able to heal myself and move out of repeating patterns of limitation and access new levels of forgiveness and compassion and discover happiness and joy. The second order of the day was to see if it was useful for anybody else. So I began to teach it and incorporate it in my work as a spiritual counselor, teacher, and healer. And once again, I found it to be highly beneficial. It greatly accelerated this process of accessing and deepening the relationship with this inner wisdom, this inner teacher, healer, and guide. People began to make really significant qualitative shifts in the way they understood themselves and the world around them, and find new levels of peace and happiness also. They really began to heal their lives. So if this sounds like a journey that you would like to take, I hope you will check out my book. It's available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Balboa Press. And you can also find out more about me at my website, janetmyatt.com. Thanks so much. I'd also like to give a shout out to Paramount Books Media. If you're an author and would like to have them represent you, I hope you'll check them out at their website, paramountbooksmedia.com. Thanks.